I was on the alley area, and I was, smoking crack cocaine. I was awful back then. I was like doing it every day, spending quarters. It was like about that big of quarters. I would spend that in a day.
Where'd you get the money?
I'd prostitute for it.
You were prostituting?
I was prostituting, yeah.
What's the youngest age that you prostituted at?
14.
So, here we go.
What's your name?
Abigail Roberts.
Okay. And you're here in New Orleans?
Yeah.
Under the bridge?
It sucks.
Are you homeless down here?
Yeah. I had a full-out feud with my boyfriend, well, now my ex, and, it was fine. I just walked up to him, and he was wanting my phone, and I was just like, I don't have my phone. It's at the apartment, so in New Orleans,
Yeah.
And, it was charging up there, and he got pissed off at me, and he's the main reason why I'm out here is because we were at the apartment complex right on St. Anne, and my friend's checking on me. He was checking if I was all right. So it just started over a phone, and it kind of escalated when the police showed up. He's just like, "Oh, there go the police. Go tell them what happened." I was just like, I'm not that type of person, I'm not that type of person to rat on somebody, because we're in the same predicament. Oh, we're all under the bridge, bro, and we're stuck out in a big old scene. And I grabbed the stick is because I could defend myself. You saw me get hit by the boat, huh?
I didn't see anything. I was interviewing. But...
Oh, well, I got hit by a belt, and I'm all dirty now, but I don't mean to get y'all's car dirty.
It's okay.
But
You're okay? You're okay now?
I'm fine. I just got hit in the ear by the belt.
Uh-huh.
It was a metal belt. It was like one of those little latch things that connect to the belt in the front.
Yeah.
So when he hit me, it hit my ear, and my ear started ringing, and that's when I fell forward, or fell backwards because I lost my balance. And then the first time, this is not the only time he's abused me. We're in the apartment complex, and he shot me with a rig of fentanyl.
He shot you up with it?
Shot me up with it.
Do you think that you need to find another relationship, maybe?
Yeah.
Are you afraid to leave?
I'm very afraid to leave.
Well, before we go, so we get a lot of resources and people that help us, and I'm going to give you our contact information, and it's up to you to make the decision to call and use it, but we have resources for domestic violence and shelters and stuff like that for you to get away, okay?
I've never been in a domestic violence situation until now. It's been going on for about 3 years.
Make sure that you act quickly, okay? Because it only gets worse.
Oh, trust me, I know. He's stabbed me. He has shot me with fentanyl. He's started me on methamphetamines. He's started me on crack cocaine.
So how long have you been with him?
I've been with him almost 3 years.
And is that how you started using drugs? Was with him?
Yes.
How did you guys meet?
Under the bridge. Well, no, I was walking at Soap and Suds. You know Soap and Suds over there?
No.
Well, it's an abandoned apartment complex, but it's just empty. And I was just walking around there. And he came and picked me up in his car.
When you were 16?
You could tell he was used to shot me. He almost shot me right there, but he didn't. I took the rig out before it happened.
So you were walking over there when you were 16?
And then we just started being friends because, I'm not of age until I'm 18. So when I turned 18, we started talking. Yeah.
How long have you been living on the streets?
I don't know. Off and on all my life.
All your life? Since when?
9.
Since 9 years old, you've been living on the streets? Where's your parents at 9?
I don't know.
You don't know where your parents are at? Where were you living before you became homeless at 9?
I was living with my aunt and my uncle.
Your aunt and your uncle?
I wasn't really homeless. I was more or less financially unstable. It was hard to work in the house because, parents were arguing. I was in and out of psychiatric facilities because I was very hot-headed. I was very anger issues. And when that happened, I instantly tried to develop self-control. Yeah. And as you can see, I can't really self-control myself with that going in my life. Is it okay if I dust myself off in here?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
So was that really
filthy.
tough?
I just took a bath.
At 9 years old, and just really throughout your entire ages of going to middle school and high school and all those years that were supposed to be fun, right? You got robbed of that.
Moments,
you got robbed of that.
I did. I don't know what started it. I don't know how it happened, but I do remember, and this is disturbing to me now, because I'm pretty sure he's in prison now. But they didn't find him guilty with my situation. There was a guy that molested me when I was 9 years old, when I first came to New Orleans. And ever since then, I've been very high-tempered.
Ever since you were molested?
Yeah, but it wasn't proven right.
Do you think that that's kind of what
really
sparked
happened
everything to go
but
downhill?
it didn't prove enough evidence that he did it, and he's still out there. And I'm worried that he's still hurting people. I don't even know his name. He goes by Pedro, which means dog in Spanish.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Where was this at? Was it at your aunt and uncle's house?
No, this was at my real mom's house.
Okay. My gosh, that's so sad. Do you think that had anything to do with, you said it kind of like upped your anxiety and things like that when you were...
And that's probably what caused me to like older men too, but...
Are you into older men?
Older men ever since then.
Really?
Yeah, I used to get in trouble for, like, I don't trouble my business out there, why not? I mean, this isn't public, is it?
No. Wait, what do you mean?
The interview.
What do you mean by public? It'll go on the internet.
Oh, well, I'm not going to say that right then.
Oh, no, that's okay. You don't have to say anything that you don't want to.
Okay, well, that part I would like to share is because, like, if you're going through a situation where you're stuck in a domestic violence situation or you're stuck in a situation, sexual abuse, it doesn't matter. Like, if your husband makes you have sex with him, don't do it.
Right.
Speak up.
Right.
If you don't want to have sex, that's still unconsensual sex, even though y'all are married.
Yeah, absolutely. Is part of the reason why you're into...
I hope that police car didn't see me freaking try to hit him with a stick.
No, I think he's actually been there for a while. He's at the funeral over here.
Okay.
So, you
I was just trying to defend myself with a stick. I wasn't going to hit him. I was just trying to defend myself if he does hit me.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong. I don't think anybody saw that. But you said you've been into older men. Is it because you rely on them? Or is it because you're actually attracted to older men?
It's unusual to say. I don't know if some people would understand this, but it's more of a father figure thing because I don't know my real father.
Okay.
And I knew he was older than me, older than my mom, because my biological mom was 16 when she had me. And I believe it was an uncoincidental pregnancy. Like, she didn't mean to be pregnant. I'm not saying I'm a mistake, but, didn't mean to be pregnant so soon. Mm-hmm. So, like, that and also just very attraction because it's more mature. Okay. Kids my age, like, I'm 19.
You don't like guys your age? They're immature? Is that
well,
what
it's not just that. It's just they play games. Not
so,
all of them. Not all of them.
Games.
Some of them maybe still out there. They're good, but majority of the ones that I met, I don't play games.
You don't play games.
I like the oldest I got was 45.
Okay.
The oldest age I got. I was like, I'm a short 45-year-old.
When's the last time you got high?
Oh, jeez. Oh, it's been a while.
Really?
I'm trying to quit. Self-rehab, self-control.
Like when you say a while, are you talking about hours, days, weeks?
Weeks. 3 weeks.
What was the last drug you did?
Crack cocaine. I don't advise anybody to do drugs, drink, anything negative.
You think it's bad for everybody?
Yeah. I mean, especially when fentanyl's out. The fentanyl's killed a lot of people.
What's the worst thing you've seen out here?
What's it?
What's the worst thing you've seen out here?
Heroin.
What's the worst thing you've seen under this bridge?
Worst thing?
Yeah.
Rigs.
Rapes?
Rigs.
Oh, rigs?
Needles.
Yeah.
I used to use needles, and ever since I stopped, because I OD'd, I was dead for 4 days. They brought me back alive.
Wow.
On the the low barrier shelter on Graveyard Street. So when I was on Graveyard Street living at that shelter, the low barrier shelter, it's Traveler's Aid now. But when that happened, I got shot in the head 2 times.
You got shot in the head?
2 times.
Where?
Right here. Right there. You see that bald spot?
Mm-hmm.
I got shot there twice.
Can you show that to them?
So somewhat, if you like see it, can you see it?
Yep.
That bald spot? They shaved my head in that one spot because this particular guy I don't even know why he shot me or like if I was the wrong person or anything like that, but I was on the alley area and I was, smoking crack cocaine. I was awful back then. I was like doing it every day, spending quarters It was like about that big of quarters. I would spend that in a day.
Where'd you get the money?
I'd prostitute for it.
You were prostituting.
I was prostituting, yeah.
When was this?
Last year.
So when you were 18?
Mm-hmm.
What's the youngest age that you prostituted at?
14.
At 14 years old?
I posted myself online naked and, got views. They were just like, oh, come see me. And I was just like popping up everywhere, running away from home, stuff like that.
Here in Louisiana?
Baton Rouge. I'm from Baton Rouge, so.
Was there a lot of people that were into that?
Perverts, yes.
Yeah.
A lot of perverts. And I didn't realize as I got older, it's a lot of change that I've put myself through, and it's a good thing. It's a good change. It's not a bad change. I mean, I've stopped doing drugs for weeks. I stopped using rigs. I've evolved over the years.
Yeah.
Besides my anger, I'm trying to watch him so he doesn't take my stuff.
Well, let's try to wrap it up for you then, just so you can get back out there. We like to ask everybody, if you had a magic wand and you can wave it, what would your life look like?
Better than it is.
Just better than this?
Just a little bit. Just a house.
Just want a house. Would you be with him?
No.
No.
Are you kidding?
Be with a nice person, or maybe even
a
single.
Decent person. A single, nice.
Would you be doing drugs?
Of course not. I'll do anything in my power not to do drugs.
And just
I haven't done it in 3 weeks. I think about it.
But your life is better when you don't do drugs.
Oh, a lot better. Like drugs. If you let a drug control. Okay, if you do drugs, I'm fine with it. You could be around me smoking it, doing it, shooting it. It don't matter. But the thing is, you gotta also watch out for is fentanyl and people putting, cause my friend at the Greyhound station, I had to finish the VA story real quick. So when I got shot, they couldn't find my body for 4 days. They couldn't find my body at all. It was a dark alley, so you couldn't really, until I started smelling. But I don't know how they brought me back alive, but they regenerated my lungs, and they put different lungs, and they put a different heart in my body.
You have new lungs and a new heart?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's pretty intense.
Yeah. It was
You're lucky to be alive.
I'm blessed.
I didn't even know that they could do that.
I'm blessed, to say the least. And then when my friend overdosed in his sleep, man, I didn't even know he was deceased in his sleep.
You've seen people die out here?
Oh yeah, tons of times. It's hard.
What's the worst thing that's happened to you?
Me? Jumped off the bridge.
You jumped?
Suicide attempt. Yeah. The Mississippi Bridge.
And how old were you then?
18. I was really strung out on drugs, heroin real bad. Excuse me. And when I did heroin, that would make me hallucinate. So I thought I could fly, really. In a sense, not like actual, but like hypothetically. And when I was on that high, I ran from the missions. You know the mission? New Orleans mission? On O'Haley. I went there, but I left and I did like some weird routes I took. And I saw this private area where this river is. And I wanted to see like how is it close up. So I like was on the edge and I just felt instantly suicidal because I wanted to see if I could survive it. Obviously I did, thankfully.
Thankfully, yeah.
But I called my mom when I was on the ambulance. She's like, what in the hell is wrong with you?
Well, I'm glad that you survived, my gosh.
And I got in a car wreck today too, and I got a hospital van.
Oh my gosh.
You
need to be careful.
I'm a working accident.
You need to be careful. We need to make sure that magic wand wish comes true and you get a home and just stay inside of that home and be careful, okay?
Yeah.
You're too young and you need to take care of yourself. There's a lot of dangerous stuff out here.
I know. Fentanyl is literally because, like I said, the Greyhound situation. Up on Greyhound Bridge, you know how a lot of more people are over there. There's only 2 blocks over here on Ursulines, but on all those blocks near Greyhound, and rest in peace, Bud. But he had his rig switched out with fentanyl, like from methamphetamines only. Someone took his rig and switched out to fentanyl. How do I know that? Because I saw it and I was like, dude, don't shoot it. I don't care what you do, just throw it away, give it to the police, something. Do not do it. I walked away for 5 minutes. He didn't believe me. He did it. Died in his sleep.
So somebody wanted his meth.
Somebody wanted him to kill him.
Wow.
And take his meth, yeah, because he was just like, got on disability, so, he was an older guy.
You've seen a lot of people die out here.
Yeah. The worst one was getting hit by a car and his limb fell off.
his arm or
Like
leg?
his arm was like literally torn off. It was the
Wow.
worst. It was,
You've seen a lot of
yeah,
stuff.
it was disturbing.
How many people do you think you've seen dead out here?
In total,
Uh-huh.
since 3 years tops,
Yeah.
probably about 20 to 30 something.
20 to 30 dead people. And you're 19 years old.
Yeah. In 3 years time.
In 3 years.
And it's just a ton of people. Suicide, homicide.
Do you think that you're going to survive
drive-bys, stuff
if
like
you
that.
if you stay out here? Do you think that you can survive?
No.
Do you want
It's
to
tough.
live?
I don't know. I want to live. Don't get me wrong. There's not anything suicidal about that. It's just more or less, I don't think anyone could survive out here. It's a struggle. It's a challenge every day. You wake up from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. Because you don't know who's going to do what, who's going to put something in your drink, who's going to put something in your shot, who's going to put something in your needle when you shoot, your smoke, your cigarette, or something. Because they even put fentanyl in cigarettes now. It's just that nature. It's never going to be enough for people to not kill people.
So if you could give a message to the camera, let's just assume that every person in the world is going to watch this. You had one chance to get a message across to people. What would that message be?
Don't do drugs.
That's it. It's very simple. Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. Don't become homeless. Cherish what you have. Cherish your family. Love your kids. Love your dog, your cat. Hamster. I used to have a hamster. So cute.
You're so funny. Well, be careful out there, okay?
I'm trying.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.